If things don't work out, it's good to know that you can become a groundskeeper at the Shawnee Mission School District and make $100,000 a year. Go figure. All right. Happy Tuesday, not Monday. I know some of you are kind of clearing out the sleepies from the eyes after the Labor Day weekend. We're back with you on KCMO Talk Radio, 95.7 FM, streaming on the KCMO Talk Radio app. Dave Trabert is here, the Kansas Policy Institute. Always great to have him on the show. All right, Dave, take me through what you guys found from the Shawnee Mission School District when it comes to some of the salaries. And this is not about bagging on teachers. It never is. It's about incredible administrative bloat that exists in today's public school system, and you guys have the receipts.
Well, good morning, Pete, but credit to KASB HB 41 for their reporting. The Shawnee Mission School District is allegedly the only district that allows parents to chip in and pay for positions that the district says it can't afford. We'll get to that can't afford in a second. They're considering not allowing that anymore for equity reasons, because most of the contributions come in neighborhoods that are wealthier than others. And so this isn't equitable that those schools get these extra positions and others don't. This is so upside down. It's exactly why we have such low student outcomes in Kansas, because the adults will not put student interests first. It's always something else. They're saying, so Mary Sinclair, the board president, says, well, these are not frivolous positions. These are important positions that the state doesn't provide. She knows full well the state does not provide positions. It provides money, and the school boards decide how to spend it.
Yeah, and they've got $500,000 being spent in the Shawnee Mission School District on 6 administrative interns last year. They've got a 4-person communications team costing them $400,000. They have a customer service director paid $122,000. They've got the coordinator of diversity making $86,000 a year. So they get the pot of money and they choose how to spend it. And then they claim they need more money from certain parents to try to fund other critical things for the school district when there appears to be a lot of bloat. So what is Shawnee Mission saying about this very obvious bloat they have on the administrative side?
Well, there's always some excuse, but it comes down to, well, you, the great unwashed, don't understand. We know what we're doing. They'll try to excuse it away. They will try to say, you don't understand. These are all important positions. Well, of course they're important positions. You need custodians. You need to have the grounds taken care of. I don't know why you need to spend $82,000 on a single administrative intern, but they just won't talk about these things. That's not the only thing we found, Pete. We found in 2 categories that they used transferred discretionary money. They took it out of their general fund or their LOB fund, and they moved it into other funds to increase cash reserves. The 2 of them combined was about $28 million over 3 years. They are rolling in money to hire aides or interventionists at these schools if they really believe they're necessary. The Shawnee Mission Board and many others play victim. They're trying to blame the legislature for everything. They will not look at, okay, what do these kids need to learn? And then we're going to allocate our budget to do that.
So what is the Shawnee Mission has $28 million in reserves as a district, or is that what I heard you just say?
No, they increased reserves by $28 million in 2 funds. They have $84 million in total operating reserves. That's not what they have set aside for debt or for capital projects. That's just all their operating funds, $84 million, and most of that represents state and local tax dollars that have not been spent in prior years. They don't want to talk about it. They say you don't understand, but I may only be a recovering accountant, but yeah, we understand.
Yeah.
We understand the money flow. We look at, and in the story, we provide some examples. There are dozens of school districts that have nothing or less than $100,000 set aside in special education for cash reserves. They make it happen. It's simple cash management, just like we all do with our paychecks and our bills.
Yeah.
This district and others will not do that. They say, no, we need $41 million set aside for special education.
Okay, so Dave Trabert's here on KCMO, Kansas Policy Institute. So now these schools, they cry poor despite the incredible amount of money they're spending on administrative assistants and all these other administrative gigs. And they're looking for parents who are already paying tremendously in property taxes and state tax and everything else. They then want those parents to fund jobs they claim they can't fund within certain schools in the Shawnee Mission School District?
Yep.
Okay. But their point then is, if we have this job that parents are funding at Shawnee Mission East, it's only equitable to figure out how to fund that at Shawnee Mission North. So that's the conundrum right now.
Right. Because if the parents in other parts of the district can't afford to contribute at the same level, then the kids in the Shawnee Mission East feeder system, well, those kids have to be denied something they need. The district is making decisions at every step to deny kids what they need and just offering up excuses and passing on blame. They will not. The number one mission of a school district is supposed to be academically preparing students for college and career. That's not what this district does, and it's not what a lot of other districts do. They think they are, because if you look at a mission statement or a vision statement, it'll have all kind of lofty statements. But you look at now, how do they spend their money? How do they make decisions? It's not about students.
Well, and to add to that, though, Dave, and I don't know if you've heard from anecdotally any of these folks, but instead of the conversation being like, well, we've got to figure out how to get the kids at Shawnee Mission North or fill in the blank, whatever, what they've got at East, when are the parents who already are spending a lot of money on these schools through state and local taxes going to stand up and say, you've got enough of our money, why don't you budget better instead of asking us for more?
Well, here's what they do. Then they shame them. They tell them they don't understand. I've seen Mary Sinclair do it in school board meetings. She tried to do it to me. They try to shame you to make you look bad in the community. I don't play with her bullying games, but most parents, parents are intimidated. They don't want to be held up to public ridicule. They will stop at nothing to avoid having to make a student-focused decision that causes the adults in the system to change their behaviors.
Gotcha. Well, I thought you were going to say I don't play with her something else games, but you said bullying. I thought I was going to have you dropped here. I thought we were going to have to say, whoa, Dave, easy, buddy. It's Tuesday morning. Come on now. People are coming out of their Labor Day slumber here. But yes, you don't play with her bullying games.
I'd go to Malarkey if I was going to go there.
Oh, boy. Very good job, as always, Dave Trabert. Stay on this and keep us posted. We'll be talking to you soon, my man.
Thanks, Pete. Take care.
All right. Well done there. Dave Trabert on KCMO Talk Radio 95.7 FM, streaming on the KCMO Talk Radio app.